What's up, fam? Let's get into some creepy TikToks that kept me up at night.
Every single holiday that we celebrate is celebrating one of the 7 deadly sins. Every single holiday.
Okay.
Think about it. The easiest one, Valentine's Day, celebrates the sin of lust.
Okay.
Thanksgiving, that celebrates the sin of gluttony.
Gluttony, yeah, because you're eating.
Because you're eating a lot. You're overeating. You're taking too much of the more than you need.
Yeah.
Now, Christmas, what do you think that is?
Christmas. Greed?
Greed.
Yeah.
Overconsumption and excess.
Okay.
Right? Wanting more of something.
That makes
We're
sense.
celebrating gifts. We're celebrating gifts. We're not really even celebrating the birth of Christ because people are so focused on the gifts and shit. St. Patrick's Day. It's sloth because
Why?
people get blacked out drunk.
Oh, what the fuck?
Now, Easter. This one's interesting.
I don't know.
The holiday of Easter, what sin would it be?
Easter. I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I'm probably think that it's more than likely like envy or pride. That's the only ones that I can see.
This is the true story of Santa Claus, aka Satan's Claus. For many years, people celebrated and enjoyed Christmas without knowing the dark history behind the holiday. First celebrated in the 4th century, people have always questioned the origin of the holiday since its birth. Curious and somewhat skeptical, people began digging for the truth, and it wasn't till long after someone discovered that by rearranging the letters in the name Santa, it spells Satan. This new discovery would only get darker as more details came to the light. The conspiracy thickened as connections were drawn between devilish contracts and the seemingly innocent exchange of gifts for good behavior. We've all probably heard before that the devil is known for making contracts, also known as a clause, giving people everything they desire in return for their soul. Oddly, just like how Santa Claus gives you everything you want on your Christmas list, in return for good behavior and cookies.
Damn.
These seemingly weird similarities have led to speculation that Christmas may not be as jolly as it may seem. Adding to the mystery, it is undeniable that Santa is well known for wearing the color red, suspiciously similar to Satan. Why may this be? It is believed that red symbolizes passion, power, danger, and temptation. Both Santa and Satan wearing red could signify a duality between the joyous, gift-giving figure and the darker, tempting presence. But yet, perhaps an even darker connection lies within the world of Santa's helpers. Consider this. Elves, those seemingly cheerful assistants in Santa's workshop, bear an uncanny resemblance to mythical demons. Both have been portrayed as mischievous and supernatural beings, serving powerful figures. As cameras found their way into households, a peculiar pattern emerged. For years, children had been captured in candid moments with Santa. However, the most intriguing detail was often overlooked. The terrified faces of the little ones caught in the frame as they sit on the lap of the mythical being we all know for being jolly. Were these images inadvertently exposing a truth that eluded the adult eye? Could children, in their innocence, sense something about Santa that adults remain oblivious to?
I think that is definitely a little weird that kids have to sit on Santa's lap. It's a little strange, man. The whole thing is weird, but I don't know, man. I feel like the government makes up a lot of stuff just to make money, to be honest.
Been the big one. That has been the one that everybody talked about, was this incredibly advanced civilization, and no one can figure out where it is.
Atlantis was said to be an empire made up of 10 kingdoms. And then there was the lost city of Atlantis, which was the capital, which was said to be made up of concentric circles, 2 of water, 3 of land. They were obliterated by a cataclysm, as passed down by Plato, although it's worth mentioning that Plato got the story of Atlantis from Solon, who was his uncle separated by 6 generations.
It's already look kind of creepy. Bro, this shit's always scaring me, bro. The hell? She in the... Nah. not gonna lie, man. Them jump scares had me spooked.
To back down easily, so he decides to capture it on camera to prove to the world that he's being haunted.
I heard footsteps for sure. Was the light on before?
Hello?
This is your house and you're saying hello, like that's already enough for me to be like, yeah, it's time to move out. Nah.
Hello? Shit.
No way.
And then he sees it, right there in the room. You can even see the shadow of someone walking.
Nah. No go for me. Yo.
Fuck you. Fuck yeah.
Nah. Bro. Oh, yeah. That's a lot.
So apparently we know of 69 different alien species.
These
I've cataloged 69 different species, different life forms. There's one species that at full adulthood is about 1.5 feet. There's another species that's 10 or 12 feet. The ones that people often refer to are around 3 to 4 feet, 39 inches or so tall. We have very good forensic drawings from men who've been on the retrieval teams of what these various species look like. The reason they keep...
If you don't know who this guy is Dr. Stephen Greer. Take some time, Google, YouTube him. That guy's legit.
coming back. Number one, it's not a coincidence that the modern era of all this started when we started detonating atomic bombs. What Edward Teller and Oppenheimer didn't understand when they were developing that is that when you detonate an atomic bomb, you get, everybody knows about an electromagnetic pulse, the pulse that goes out, knocks out all electronic communication. What people didn't know about is there's also a pulse of what's called scalar energy. And scalar is faster than the speed of light.
Go away. Don't come any closer.
Nah. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Nah. No go for me.
Mas que pode, mano? Abriu o portão, mano.
Sinceramente, eu não tô acreditando nisso não, que eu tô vendo não. Sinceramente, eu não tô acreditando.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. I'm out. I'm out. Forget that.
Hey, me.
ever see that, my daughter getting an exorcism. Yo, that's...
5 years ago, they noticed something. People bought Coca-Cola in the summer, not in the winter. People didn't think of it as a winter drink. So the Coca-Cola advertisers were like, what if we somehow worked Coca-Cola into Christmas? So what the Coca-Cola advertisers did was, they found a saint, Santa Claus, they grabbed him, they merged him with the story of Saint Nick, and then somebody got inspired. And the inspiration was to merge him with Kris Kringle. Kris Kringle was a Danish thief whose job in the day was a chimney sweep. And they merged this together, they stuck them in Coca-Cola colors, red and white, and then they stuck them on the bottom. That's why periodically you'll see Santa Claus on a Coca-Cola can. And they transformed Christmas, where all of a sudden this mythical being who drinks a lot of Coca-Cola is bringing you presents. And in the process now, the average Christian in the United States at least thinks Christmas is the important Christian holiday.
All capitalism. That's it. Just to make some money.
Personally offered me $2 billion to not pursue what I was doing. Someone in the photo lab took a picture of a picture. It's an extraterrestrial on a dissection with a group of doctors and what looked like some suits in the background. Yeah, arms, legs, head. The head is covered with a towel. Apparently it was badly mutilated. It had a weird, almost like a spine on the front, like we have a sternum, that you could see, like a bumpy thing. Different hands and feet. Not tiny. I think it was around 5 feet. It's hard to tell from this photo. I have the documents. I have the trace landing. I have the U.S. military Air Force people's testimony that were there. When one of these, in this case it was an extraterrestrial vehicle, not one of the man-made ones. So we call them ETVs for the ones that are of extraterrestrial origin. There were 3 of these man-made UFOs, ARVs, alien reproduction vehicles, hovering in this hangar.
So the CIA released a document saying the universe is a hologram, and basically the document teaches you how to access superhuman abilities as well as use your consciousness to shift your reality. I'm breaking down this document section by section, and this is part 4. This section is pretty short but very interesting because it talks about the use of the hemisync. What they noticed is by putting people through the hemisync system, they could have people access advanced states of meditation, maybe some states that would take the average meditator 20 years to reach, and they could have them reach it pretty much in 10 to 15 minutes. And these states would be where the left and right brain come into complete coherence, so much so that it seems like the whole body and the brain and heart come into coherence as well. Which, for anyone who's familiar with Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, he talks a lot about the power of brain and heart coherence. And for those who don't know, hemi-syncing is when you have a different frequency playing in each ear, both between 4 and 7 hertz. And based on what they're saying here, this accelerates your meditative experience and can help you astral travel or astral project much, much quicker.
These declassified CIA documents being released just shows you that they've been hiding so much stuff from us that it's absolutely insane. Who really knows what's going on? It's wild.
Satan or Lucifer? What's the difference? You may think that this is the same person, but today you will know the difference. Lucifer was an angel of light, created by God, and his name in Latin means light bringer or the morning star. He was a pure and beautiful angel, and he was full of wisdom. He was also a highly ranked angel, and he used to stand on the holy mount of God. He was also an angel of music, which most likely led choirs of praise to God. Overall, he was once a glorious being, until he turned himself into Satan. The moment Lucifer chose to rebel against God, he was struck down from heaven, and he received the name Satan, which in Latin means the accuser. He received the name accuser because he pointed out everybody's failure and sin except for his own, even though he was the first one to sin. That's what he did to Adam and Eve. That's what he did to humanity. That's what he does to you and me, because Satan seeks to oppose God, and he leads humanity into sin and separation from him. And when we sin, he accuses us for it, makes us take the blame for something he made us do. That is why his name is Satan. But do not be fooled, because he keeps on disguising himself as the angel of light he once was. Now I hope you know the difference. Lucifer is the angel of light God created, while Satan is the angel of darkness Lucifer made himself into.
And Lady Liberty in New York they have a YouTube video that I seen that looks exactly like the depiction of Satan. It's pretty weird.
Whoa, did y'all see what just came out? Jay-Z, this dude's friend, was allegedly accused of essaying a 13-year-old girl and now has a civil lawsuit against him. TikTok, this is not misinfo, it's all over the news and you're on your way out the door. And y'all are talking about this Jay-Z? The dude married to Queen Bee? The same Queen Bee that people bow to at the Grammys? The same Queen Bee that made the song Bow Down in all royalty? Almost as if she's a high-ranking royalty witch. But this Jay-Z right here, doing the same thing that Anton LaVey did? This Jay-Z, come on. The same Jay-Z that lived in the past.
Crazy.
That was literally filmed in the past when they first had cameras. Didn't I just get done a few weeks ago telling you guys that he's a fallen angel? And no, like I showed you, it's really not far-fetched. It's 1, it's 2, surely there's more, right? And again, these are allegations.
That old picture of Jay-Z is pretty strange. This whole Illuminati stuff, man, is wild.
So, have you ever heard of the Grinch theory?
No. That he's actually good?
No. That the Grinch is actually a biological virus.
Never heard of
Grinch. Now check this out. Remember Whoville? Remember Hoarding Hears a Who?
Yeah.
Right? Hoarding Hears a Who. Whoville is what? Is so small. So all the people living in Whoville are literally a microscopic level. And all of those people, you could even consider them bacteria. So check this out. Everyone in Whoville, they didn't like the Grinch because of what? Because he was different. Because he was green.
Yeah, and they're orange.
No, and yeah, they're all just like regular people. They look regular, right? Now, the kids didn't want to play with him, and that's why he became so sour. And in the movie, you remember, he's living in the mountains by himself. What pushed the Grinch to live by himself away from the rest of the society there?
Because they didn't like him.
Maybe just because they didn't like him, but also maybe he was dangerous to everyone else. What if the Grinch was actually
sick?
No, he was actually the virus that could have spread to the whole colony.
This is a stretch. I don't know about this.
It was the satisfy you?
Yeah, I believe parallel universes are definitely real. Once we get the ability to open up our third eye, our pineal gland, I believe that there's a lot more out there than what we are told. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.